So we just landed in Havelock Island and it took us a couple of hours from Port Blair with the cruise. So after arriving at the airport, we directly headed for Havelock Island. Although it was my first cruise journey, it was quite pleasant. These are some of the glimpses of the cruise. So the weather is pretty clear today, so we should be heading for the water activities. But first we will check in our hotel and then we shall start. So this is our resort and we would be here for a couple of days and right by the beach. So after an hour's refreshment, we decided to start for the day, and here we are at Kalapathar beach. There weren't much people around, so it was quite pleasant to walk over there, and it was such a pristine beauty with the blue waters and the blue sky. And since the weather was so clear that day, so we decided to head off for the scuba diving. Later that evening, we decided to visit the Radhanagar beach, and here we are. Radhanagar beach is also famous for its cleanliness and also known as the cleanest beach of Asia. We stayed in the beach for a couple of hours and enjoyed the beautiful sunset. Next day, we decided to visit the Elephant Beach, so it was almost an hour's trek from there. This was our guide, and we asked him a lot of things on our way. Hmm.
আপনার কলা আর একটা আপনার নারকেল
Hmm.
এর কোনো সিজন নেই স্যার 12 মাস
And these are my friends at the back.
আর এখানে মুরগি ছাগল টাগলের ইয়ে হয় হ্যাঁ স্যার সবার ঘরে ঘরে স্যার মুরগি পালা হয় আচ্ছা ছাগলটা আগে পালা হতো স্যার এখন অনেক কমই পালা হতো
When as a pet now, farming in general.
সমুদ্রের ধারে যে গাছগুলো ওইগুলো কি গাছ স্যার সমুদ্রের কাছে যে গাছগুলো হয় বেশিরভাগ আপনার ম্যাংগ্রোভ বলা হয় যেটাকে হাড়ি লাকড়ি ওই গাছটা বেশি হয় আর আপনার মহুয়া গাছ মহুয়া মহুয়া
And then we came across the most exciting part of the trek. Hello. And we also had our little friend guiding us. It was so amazing to trek through the waters, and it was such a new experience. It just felt amazing. So the water has came up during the high tides and it has covered these places. So these are just sea water. We finally reached the land, and then the view just took our breath away. So finally, I'm here for snorkeling since I couldn't go for scuba diving for some health issues.
আপনার জল আসবে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে
And now the magical view starts. The next day we started for the Neil Island and it took about 45 minutes through the cruise from Havelock Islands. We were so amazed with the blueness of the water and the beauty of the island. Since we were already done with the underwater activities, so we decided to go for the glass boat ride. But being honest, underwater activities are definitely more fun than the over the water activities. But still, we got to see a great view and quite a fun boat ride. We came back to the beach and wandered for a while, and then we went back into the water for a dip. Now we are at this beach of Neil Island and we are here to see the natural bridge. This natural bridge has been made by years of deposition of the corals. It was insanely peaceful to stand near the shore and watch the gushing waves, although we maintained our safety. This place goes down the water during the high tides and fills the gap with water and sea creatures. Later that evening, we came to the Lakshmanpur beach to witness the amazing sunset. The next day, we came back to the Port Blair Island and we decided to explore the island for the day. So here we are at the Cellular Jail. This is the miniature model of Cellular Jail. Cellular Jail was created by the Britishers during the British Raj for the people who raised their voice against the British rule. After visiting Cellular Jail, we still had the day to ourselves, so we decided to visit Ross Island. Ross Island is just a 30 minutes ferry ride from Port Blair, so it didn't take us much time to reach Ross Island. On reaching Ross Island, we took a buggy ride to explore the island. It's a very small island, so we can simply explore the whole island with this buggy ride.
চারটা 40।
এখন যাচ্ছি রস আইল্যান্ডে ওই লাইট হাউসের দিকে।
We enjoyed the view for a while and then returned back to enjoy the light and sound show that described the history of Ross Island. We later returned to Port Blair by nightfall. The next day, we continued exploring Port Blair and visited the Naval Marine Museum. This museum had all kinds of shells and corals in display. Later that day, we headed for Chiria Tapu and it started downpouring. It took us another hour to reach Chiria Tapu. the way to return, we stopped to see this amazing sunset. So today is the last day of our trip and we are here to visit this place called Baratang. We started around 3:30 in the morning from Port Blair and it took us around 4 hours ride to reach to a spot from where we had to take this boat, and it would take us another 30 minutes to actually reach to Baratang. Baratang is famous for its naturally formed limestone caves, and that's what we're here to visit. We faced heavy downpour on our way to return, but somehow we experienced the best of everything, whether it was the clear blue skies, or the underwater views, or the rainy island hopping. Andaman has an amazing marine life, outstanding beauty, rich culture, and a very raw history to offer. So that's all from this video, and see you again in the next one.